If you've ever wanted a place in the Rothrock State Forest where you can step right outside your door and have access to nearly 100,000 acres of public land, but still be 15 minutes from State College and Penn State, this is one you're gonna wanna see. Now, I'll be upfront with you, this isn't a luxury cabin. It's simple, it's functional, but that's what makes it interesting, because you've already got things like power, you've got spring water, you've got a kitchen, a bathroom setup with a shower, and the space to take it one step further and make it your own. So, whether you're thinking about a Penn State getaway, a hunting base camp, or just a place to unplug for the weekend, this one has a lot more potential than it looks like at first glance. So let me show you around. All right, today we're gonna be reviewing a state leased camp. I'm gonna start out here at the Township Road. This is Charter Oak Road. If you head out this way, you will go to Shavers Creek Environmental Center. And if you head this way, you're gonna head up towards Whipple Dam State Park, the Greenwood Furnace State Park, and behind us, we have the Rothrock State Forest. So this is the road into the property. You're gonna see as we walk up, you got some springs running along. It's that time of year. And this camp, it has a lot of really cool elements to it. Proximity is one of the biggest. So you see how close we are to those state parks and those public resources in Shavers Creek. But we're also within 15 to 20 minutes of everything that State College and Penn State have to offer. So if you're looking for a retreat to get closer to Penn State for the games, this could be a good resource for that. But of course, because this is all Rothrock State Forest that we're walking up in, we're talking about almost 97,000 acres of it. You've got all the things that has to offer as well. So whether it's hunting, fishing, mountain biking, gravel riding, trail running, hiking, whatever, relaxing in the woods, this is just a little respite. So these state leased camps are unique. Full disclosure, you don't own the land. You are essentially buying a lease. And you have the ability to use the camp, make some improvements. I'm not going to go into all the details in this video on that, mostly because I don't have it all memorized. If you want more information, reach out to me. I have some good paperwork I can give you that will explain how the lease camp system works, the whole process, and what you can and you can't do. I have talked to the state forester that oversees this area as far as the camps are concerned, and he did say that should be able to put an incinerating toilet into this one if you wanted one. It currently does not have a flushing toilet. It has an outhouse, and it has a bathroom inside, and it has running water, which I should probably show you this real quick before we go up to the camp. You can see here, we got a little springs. And this ties into what I'll take you up to see in a minute. You can kind of see it through the trees. Right there in the middle of the image, there's a reservoir, and that is your water source. So it's spring fed, which is pretty cool. You got good spring water that you can drink. And the way these camps work is if they have an established water source, when you buy it, you're allowed to continue to use it. You wouldn't be able to tap into that if it wasn't already tapped into. So you're good to go there. And as we walk up to the camp, sort of stop here, show you, you got some room for parking. on either side. Again, you got the outhouse over there. Got a little deck out front. Just a little fire pit down here, but a little area that could be improved if you wanted a bigger fire pit. But I'm just gonna walk you around the outside while we're here. Just come around the camp. So the siding, if you will, is just, I believe that's T111. Got original windows. So there's things that need to be updated. The roof could probably be replaced. It's not currently leaking, but it is older. And I believe this is oil that they have. There's a furnace inside that burns oil, I believe. Or I may have that wrong. That may be propane. Regardless, we'll see that when we go inside. Something out back here I want to point out is that door obviously has goes to nothing right now, but the state forest will, I'm pretty sure they're going to allow you to put a deck on there. Now they would most likely restrict the size of it, and again, I don't have this all memorized, so we'll have to take a good look at that, but I'm almost positive that they would let you put a deck there, but it would have to be of a certain size. Like you couldn't just put a big huge deck to fill this whole area, but you could put something smaller. I'm guessing it's probably 10 by 10, 12 by 10, something like that. But you can see this is where the power comes in. And I'll point out that's a nice element to these camps. Having power and a water source means that you can, you know, make this thing as self-sufficient as possible as you want. You could put in an RV pump to increase your water pressure. Put in that incinerating toilet. I'll show you the bathroom as it's laid out right now when we go in. And you know, you've got all the creature comforts of home at that point. So, and you also have the spillover for the outhouse if you need it. So the deck, it's in need of a little TLC here, but still, I think structurally it's, the boards are okay. It just needs to be shored up. The supports, you know, they're just kind of hanging out there. Some of them are just floating. So definitely needs some improvements to that deck. And it needs to be refinished and have some boards replaced. Not gonna beat around the bush on that. Front deck needs some work. In fact, the whole thing could use an update. Hey, quick pause for a minute. If this is the kind of setup that you've been looking for, something simple, but in a location like this, hit the like and subscribe button. I walk through properties like this all over central Pennsylvania, and no two of them are ever the same. All right, let's keep going. The bones here is what we want to focus on. So this is your kitchen. And again, you've got water. Let's turn this on so you can see. So pretty decent water pressure, even just as it is. That's just from it coming down the hill. And there was a window there. They probably boarded that up to try to hold some extra heat in. You got a wood stove here. Got some cupboards, drop ceiling. So what I'll ask you to do as we watch this video, real quick, you look here. This is where they had a stove. So it was an old stove, so we got rid of it. But you could put a stove back in. But what I was going to say is keep an open mind. This is a camp at a reasonable price that could be improved. It's got all the things you need. It's got power, it's got water. That water heater is older. I don't know how old. And then again, shower stall, kind of older. Got a little sink. And I'm gonna step out here and I'll poke you back in. But that's where you could put an incinerating toilet, right there. And then you've got a nice full bath. So again, keep an open mind. This, in my mind, is an open book. You got a nice sized common area here. The floor's got a little bit of undulation to it, so you're probably gonna wanna improve that, go underneath and figure out why you got some high spots and whatnot. You could probably get it leveled out and maybe even just put plywood over top. Maybe take the drop ceiling out and try to raise the ceiling height up. I mean, you could go, the sky's the limit. I mean, you could take all this wallboard down, put all new windows in. You could really make this camp nice. As far as improvements are concerned, inside is not really the issue when it comes to the state. It's what you're doing outside that they're more concerned about. Obviously, you know, they're not going to let you put in a septic system. Just to show you a bedroom here real quick. They're not huge bedrooms, and there is a floor plan up, so if you want dimensions and whatnot, just reach out, I'll get you some information. But this is that door that goes out to the empty space that could be a deck. And this is the stove heater. Not sure what you want to call it, but that's that line that was coming in, and I'm not sure if it's oil or if it's propane. But you got this big guy here. You got another bedroom here. Again, they're not huge, but you know, decent rooms. You got some space to get away if you need it. So that's the inside of the house. Just gonna go back outside here. I'm gonna cut the video and I'm gonna walk up to the top where the springs is. It's just up the hill. So I'm gonna walk up there and I'm gonna show you that springs. Okay, so here we are on the main road into the camp. That top there, that's your spring house reservoir. And I just want to point this out. This road only goes to one other camp. There's a camp straight out through there. And then this road wraps around and it goes up to a state forest gate. So there's not really going to be a lot of traffic on this road. You might get some extra traffic hunting season, but for the most part, you're not going to see a whole lot of people out here. But this is the spring house, if you will. And this is where there's a 2-inch line, not that one that you see, that's just overflow. But there's a 2-inch line underneath there that runs down through, pops up over here. Let's see what comes above ground here. So there's your 2-inch line. And that goes into the camp, which is just down through the trees there. You kind of see it. Something I'll point out, you got a lot of beautiful trees in this little area. A lot of poplars. There's a big honking pine. Some oaks, some maples, but pretty cool little piece of forest. Just a neat area. So if you're looking for a state forest lease camp, maybe this is the one. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but if that's what you're looking for, get into something cheap, fix it up, make it your own, this could be a great place for you. Come out here and watch the games, you know, do all the recreating that you do around here. But if you want more information, reach out. So that's a look at the camp. And honestly, this is one of those properties where the value isn't in what it is today. It's in what it could become. You've got all the essentials already here: power, water, structure, and you're sitting in the middle of the Rothrock State Forest with direct access to everything it has to offer. Hiking, hunting, Penn State weekends, or just getting away for a few days. It's all right here. If you've been thinking about something like this, or you want to come and take a closer look and see if it's a good fit for you, reach out. I'm happy to walk you through it all. I'm Jared Ernico with eXp Realty, Realty Relationships Reassurance.